Welcome, everyone, to the Kenya Wantum Notum movement, the KWM podcast.
Great to be here.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into something absolutely vital for all of us in Kenya. It's all about, empowering local communities and, crucially, how we can hold our county governments genuinely accountable.
Yeah, getting down to the grassroots level.
Exactly. And the core mission here at KWM, our sort of guiding principle, is summed up perfectly. Your vote, your power.
Mm-hmm.
And that's echoed beautifully in Swahili. Mungu ilete baraka kwetu haki iwe ngao na mlinzi.
Which translates to, may God bring blessings to us, may justice be our shield and protector. A powerful sentiment.
It really is. It's about action, not just words. Okay, so let's unpack this. We're really zeroing in on a fascinating forum post from the KWM platform.
Yes, the one titled, Stop Blaming Nairobi. Here's what your county government should have fixed years ago.
That's the one, originally from Village Action Online. And this deep dive, it's really about shifting our perspective, moving away from just blaming the national government for everything.
Which is easy to do.
So easy. And instead, focusing on actual local solutions. Empowering you, the listener, the citizen, to demand what you deserve, what you've already paid for, right where you live.
And what's so interesting about that approach is how it fundamentally reframes what citizen engagement looks like.
How so?
Well, for ages, the default has been to look up, to Nairobi for every single thing.
Yeah.
But this source, it really pushes back on that. It says we need to move from just watching things happen or maybe just complaining generally to actively, directly demanding accountability right there at the county level.
Where it makes the most immediate difference.
Precisely. It's about reclaiming that power, putting it back where it was intended to be with the people in their local communities. It's quite a paradigm shift.
Right. And here's where it gets really, really interesting. The source just jumps right in, challenging that common narrative, that habit we have.
The blame game.
The blame game, exactly. It points out very clearly that Kenya's 47 counties weren't just created to, parade flags and hold road shows.
Or for politicians to make grand pronouncements.
Oh, no. That whole process, devolution, decentralizing power and money away from the national government, it had a specific purpose.
To handle the day-to-day stuff.
Exactly. The absolute basics. Think about it. The water coming out of your tap or not coming out, the road outside your house.
The local clinic you might need. The nursery school for your kids.
The market where you buy your groceries, the business licenses you need, even getting the garbage collected. These aren't Nairobi issues.
By design, they are absolutely county responsibilities.
That's the core of it. And linking this to the bigger picture, well, this is devolution in action, or perhaps inaction, as the source argued.
And the source is incredibly clear on this point. If those essential services, clean water, decent roads, working clinics, garbage collection if they're failing you, the failure isn't somewhere else. It's right there with your county government. Specifically, your governor and your MCA.
Your member of county assembly, your elected local rep.
Exactly. They hold the responsibility. The source is adamant. For these fundamental local services that impact your life every single day, you can't just point fingers at Nairobi or the president.
The buck stops locally.
It has to. That's where the power and the budget for these things reside.
Okay, so if the blame isn't national for these everyday essentials, what should we be asking? What are those real, concrete questions citizens need to pose to their local leaders?
Well, the source gets very specific, urging us to move past vague grumbling.
Right, into tangible things.
Exactly. It doesn't pull any punches, especially on infrastructure and basic services right in your neighborhood.
Like what? Give us an example.
Okay, roads. It asks point blank, why is your road still a swamp when it rains? Think about kids trying to get to school through that mud.
Yeah, it's a reality for many.
And it follows up. How many roads, how many footbridges has your county actually built? And not just built, but maintained properly since the last election.
Good point. Maintenance is key.
These aren't just complaints. They're challenges based on visible reality versus promises.
And what about something like water? That's fundamental.
Absolutely. The source says, ask about the budget. How much was allocated for clean drinking water? Was it actually used for pipes, for boreholes?
Or did it vanish?
Or did it, as the source grimly puts it, disappear into ghost pipelines? Projects that only exist on paper.
Wow, that's
Yes.
direct. It's not just about lacking water, it's about potential misuse of funds.
Precisely. And then there's health, a cornerstone of any community.
Definitely.
The source says, demand to know exactly how much money your governor has put towards health centers since 2013. And then The killer question. Where's the new dispensary?
Yeah, where is it?
Can a pregnant woman in your specific ward actually get to a functioning health center within, say, 5 kilometers? Especially in an emergency.
That's a critical question.
And it highlights the absurdity sometimes, asking, why does a clinic have no nurses but 3 cooks?
No way. Is that a real example?
It's presented as a stark illustration of misallocated resources. Priorities gone wrong.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it? Makes you wonder about where the money's actually going. And what about education, especially for the little ones?
Ah, yes. ECDE centers. Early Childhood Development Education. The source asks, so what happened to the ones promised 5 budgets ago?
5 budgets.
Are nursery schools properly staffed with trained teachers? Or are kids just, and I quote, packed into old classrooms with no teaching material?
Basically warehousing them instead of educating them? That's heartbreaking.
It cuts right to the core of our children's future. And then the garbage issue. We see it all the time.
Piles of it.
Why does it pile up for weeks, becoming a health hazard, an eyesore? Yet waste management takes a big slice of the county budget each year.
So where's the disconnect between the spending and the service?
That's the question the source forces us to ask.
Okay, moving beyond just the basic infrastructure, what about the local economy? Social development.
The source goes there too. It asks about local traders. Are they still being harassed by county ascaris, the enforcement officers, even after they've paid for their licenses?
That happens.
Apparently. And then the source asks, very bluntly, who pockets that cash?
Oof. That suggests, well, corruption, doesn't it? Siphoning money away.
It's a direct challenge to the integrity of local revenue collection and its impact on livelihoods. Then think about community facilities, sports grounds, community halls.
Right.
What's the last sports facility your county actually built? Where is it? And is it actually being used by the community, or is it just sitting there empty?
Another potential white elephant.
Exactly. These things matter for community spirit, for giving youth positive outlets.
True. And what about things like bar licenses? That seems specific.
It does, but it touches on local order and regulation. How many have been issued in your ward? Who checks if they're following the rules? Is there proper oversight?
Lack of oversight could lead to problems.
Definitely. And then disaster response. Think about floods, fires.
We've seen terrible floods recently.
Did the county respond effectively? With real help, rescue, relief? Or, as the source puts it rather cynically, were they just busy tweeting condolences?
That's a harsh assessment, but it highlights the need for action, not just words, in a crisis.
It really tests the effectiveness of local leadership when people are most vulnerable. And finally, the bigger picture. Development plans. What plan did the county table last year?
Okay.
But more importantly, what actually changed in your village because of that plan? Did anything happen on the ground?
So connecting the plan to the reality.
Exactly. Was it just paper, or did it lead to tangible improvements?
So bringing this all together, what does it actually mean for the average person's daily life? For you listening right now?
Well, these aren't just abstract bureaucratic points.
No.
They are specific, real-world issues that directly affect your quality of life, your family's safety, your community's prospects, the leaky roof at the clinic, the impassable road, the lack of clean water.
It's all local, all county level.
The source really hammers this home. See the direct line between how your county is governed and your everyday lived experience.
And these examples, they're not just complaints, are they? They're prompts.
Precisely. They're actionable points of inquiry. They're meant to make you look around your own neighborhood with, let's say, fresh eyes, a critical perspective.
Spotting the gaps between promises and delivery.
Yes, and understanding how that connects directly to the quality of life and, importantly, the proper use of your taxpayer money in every single county.
And the source is incredibly direct about what you should do. It says, and I'm quoting here, "You're allowed to ask. You should ask. Don't be polite about it either."
Wow, that's bold. It's not just a suggestion, it's practically a command.
It's a call to reclaim your voice, your power.
And what's really powerful is that it doesn't just say ask questions, it provides a very practical step-by-step guide on how to do it effectively.
A roadmap for action.
Exactly. It emphasizes this core idea. Pressure works. Eyes scare thieves. Noise ruins cover-ups. It's about sustained strategic action, not just shouting once.
Okay, so what's the first step on this roadmap?
Consult the County Integrated Development Plan, the CIDP.
Right, the county's big plan.
Every county has one. It's their 5-year blueprint. It lists projects, budgets, everything. The source says, find it, download it, print it if you need to, and then Tear it apart.
Meaning, analyze it closely.
Scrutinize it. Compare what's written in that official document with what you actually see on the ground. If the plan says, new market here, go look. Is it a market or still a bush?
Check the reality.
If it lists 100 new ECDE centers, start counting in your area. Ask for timelines. Ask for proof of progress. And critically, demand receipts. Show us the money trail.
Forensic accounting by citizens. I love it.
It's about demanding that level of detail. Then step 2, attend public participation forums.
Those meetings counties are supposed to hold.
Yes. But don't go alone. Go with neighbors, friends. Take notes. Record the sessions, audio, video if allowed.
Document everything.
And share it online. Share it in your community groups. The aim, don't let them lie in silence. Make the process transparent. Make them accountable for what they say.
Collective presence makes a difference. What about your local representative, the MCA?
Push them. But the source stresses, not with memes or just angry rants.
How then?
With questions, real ones. Ask about specific line items in the budget. Ask why a contractor got paid when the work wasn't done. Ask about that clinic with cooks but no nurses.
Get into the nitty-gritty details.
Exactly. Those precise, factual questions about money and delivery are much harder to dodge.
Makes sense. And the source suggests going even further.
Yes, it recommends forming a ward audit team. Imagine residents organizing themselves to do this.
Like a neighborhood watch for county projects.
Sort of. Conduct regular walkarounds in your ward. Take photos of stalled projects, overflowing bins, broken infrastructure. Ask questions politely but persistently. Ask officials, ask workers, ask fellow residents.
Gather evidence.
And then publish those findings. Use WhatsApp groups, Facebook pages, put up simple posters, share the info at local barazas or community meetings. Consistent, visible pressure.
Keeping the issues front and center.
It makes it very difficult for problems to be swept under the rug. And one final simple tool.
What's that?
Start a ward bulletin. A simple one-page newsletter. Maybe monthly. Print it cheaply.
What would be in it?
List what the county promised for your ward in the CIDP or recent budgets. List what has actually been delivered and list what is still missing.
Promise versus reality. Simple, clear, powerful.
It's incredibly practical. This whole section provides a genuine toolkit for sustained, effective civic action. It makes accountability accessible.
And the source frames this whole effort in a really powerful way. It's not just activism.
No, it frames it as survival. It says, starkly, you already pay taxes, now chase the trail. Your county swallows millions every month.
That really shifts the perspective. It's not optional. It's essential for your own well-being.
Exactly. It's about ensuring the resources meant for your community actually reach your community rather than disappearing.
And it challenges us directly using that vivid image, don't clap when they bring a wheelbarrow, for a small project launch.
Right. Don't settle for tokens.
Instead, ask why the road still floods, why the dispensary is still shut, why the ECDE center looks like a goat shed. Demand answers on the big, persistent failures.
The message is so clear. They don't fear hashtags. Online noise might be temporary. They fear organized residents with questions and receipts. That combination, organization, specific questions, and documented evidence, that's what creates real pressure.
It's about sustained, fearless, evidence-based engagement, boots on the ground, holding feet to the fire with facts.
Absolutely. And the final, ultimate call to action from this source just rings out. Now go ask yours loudly, relentlessly, without fear.
Wow. That really captures the spirit KWM champions, doesn't it? That deep local accountability.
It's a direct challenge to every single citizen to become an active participant in demanding better governance right where they live, reclaiming that power.
Okay, we've just laid out this powerful case for asking questions, demanding accountability from local leaders. But, doing this alone can feel daunting. How do you connect with others who feel the same? How do you move from individual concern to collective action?
That's a crucial point, and this is exactly where community, where shared purpose becomes so important. Acting together multiplies your impact exponentially.
And that's where the KWM platform comes in.
Precisely. The Kenya Wanamnoda Movement Platform is designed specifically to facilitate this kind of powerful collective action. It's a space to connect with others in your area, share your findings, strategize together, and amplify your voice. Imagine a whole community armed with the same facts, demanding answers together.
That's a force multiplier.
Definitely.
So we really urge you, visit www.wantamnotam.com. Create your account. Start sharing your ideas, your observations, your questions. Help change your village, your city, your nation. That's www.wantamnotam.com.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you? listening right now. It really means that the power to genuinely transform your immediate surroundings, to improve your quality of life. It's not some abstract concept. It's right there.
It's closer than you think. It's in your hands, in your community.
It's not about waiting passively for change to maybe possibly trickle down from Nairobi someday.
No, it's about actively demanding it from the ground up, starting right now with your own county government.
Which leads us to a final thought, a question for you to mull over after this deep dive.
Right. Armed with these insights, these practical steps from the source, what is the one specific local issue? Maybe it's that flooded road. Maybe it's the clinic with no medicine. Maybe it's the ghost project in your ward, in your county.
What's the one thing you'll commit to investigating this week? Start asking questions about. Start pushing for change on. Just one thing to start.
That first step can lead to significant change.
Absolutely. And to be part of this wider movement, to connect with fellow change makers, to make your voice stronger and more effective, join the Kenya Wantam Notam movement. Join KWM.
Become part of the solution.
Visit www.wantamnotam.com. Create your account, share your ideas, connect with others. Let's work together. Let's change our villages, our cities, our nation, one informed question, one documented receipt, one powerful collective action at a time.
Thank you so much for listening to the Kenya Wantam Notam Movement KWM podcast.